Star Wars media has begun to lean more into the era of the High Republic recently, with various shows and games delving into this period set some few hundred years before the events of the original trilogy. And with that in mind, I thought it might be worth taking a peek at a spine-chilling creature from this era that may be stalking its way onto your screens soon. So join me today, friends, as we take a look at the Shri-Karai, the Eaters of the Force, or as they're known to their Jedi victims, the Nameless. These creatures originated from the mysterious wild space planet known simply as Planet X, a world in which everything, even the geology and atmosphere, are alive and out to kill you. Within the treacherous plains of this land, the Nameless are born from large purple eggs that resemble beautiful glistening gemstones. The beings that seep out of these eggs are anything but beautiful, however. At first, young Nameless appear as small, sludge-like beings, but as they grow and begin to feed, they take on a more ghastly form, reaching sizes that towered above the average human, and sprouting 4 long legs that led to 3 large claws on each. Rows of razor-sharp teeth line the thing's mouth, which itself is surrounded by long, fleshy tentacles. But to reach this size, the Nameless must first feed, and what makes this creature truly terrifying is their insatiable hunger for the Force, stopping at nothing to get their next meal, ignoring danger, grievous wounds, and pretty much anything other than their prey. And their prey of choice are Force-sensitive such as the Jedi. Now you might be wondering, surely a dumb beast like this couldn't possibly pose a threat to the Jedi, especially during the time of the High Republic when the Jedi Order was at its peak. But the Nameless seem to be a creature solely designed to devour Jedi. To help us demonstrate how much of a threat even a single Nameless is to a Force-sensitive, let's imagine for a moment that you are a brave Jedi of the High Republic era. Well, now I hate to break it to you, Master Jedi, but these tentacled terrors have a very particular set of skills that make them a nightmare for Jedi like you. As you enter the general vicinity of one of these Nameless, you'll begin to notice something wrong, a sense of dread creeping in at the edges of your mind. As you reach out to the Force, you feel something missing, and once you get closer to the monster, you begin to feel your vitality draining, and in some instances you may visibly begin to age. Now once the Nameless begins to stalk you, your senses are lost as the Nameless overwhelms you with nightmarish hallucinations, each appearing differently to different individuals, creating a uniquely horrifying vision that sends you into a crazed and panicked madness. Now with the Nameless closing in for the kill, you'll begin to feel like you're falling into an empty void as the creature severs your connection to the Force and drains your body of midichlorians. With your connection to the Force gone, your body begins to petrify, leaving you as a grey, lifeless husk, until eventually your body turns to ash and blows away in the wind. And as if that doesn't sound bad enough, there's some evidence to suggest that the Nameless's powers can travel across great distances through individuals that are strongly connected to each other through the Force, granting them the ability to feed off individuals light years apart. So you would imagine that the Nameless would be a powerful weapon in the hands of a group with a grudge against the Jedi. Well, that's exactly what the Path of the Open Hand thought, an extremist group of religious fanatics. The Path believed that no individual should use the Force, especially the Jedi Order, and the Path eventually came into possession of both a particularly powerful Nameless, who was named the Great Leveler, and a device known as the Rod of Seasons that could control the entire Nameless species. Over the years, the Path of the Opened Hand would dissolve and eventually morph into the group of barbaric marauders known as the Nihil, and both the Leveler and the Rod of Seasons would eventually fall into the hands of Marchion Ro, one of the Nihil's leaders, and he used the Nameless to great effect, defeating many of the Jedi Order's finest members, and even utilizing the creatures in the Nihil's assault on Starlight Beacon, the Republic's grand space station in the Outer Rim. And this was an act that would send shockwaves throughout the Galactic Republic. Over the centuries between the era of the High Republic and the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Nameless have fallen into myth and legend, a tale told by young Jedi initiates on long, dark nights. But the Nameless are likely still out there, in some dark corner of the galaxy. And for now, I'll leave you with a nursery rhyme sung by children of the galaxy about the Nameless. Shri-Karai Karai, we're coming to take you away. They'll do what they can, they'll do what they must, but when they find you, all you'll be is dust. What form would the Nameless's horrifying hallucination take on for you? Let me know down in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more lore. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.